Hi, I'm Morganna Guzzon, and this is my virtual presentation on PSA and how I applied it to create a technical instruction manual. What is PSA? PSA is the problem-solving approach to writing. PSA covers every portion of how to create and develop a good piece of writing. The steps include plan, research, draft, review, and distribute. These steps cause a writer to think about all the problems that could occur during the writing process. Plan. The planning process for a set of technical instructions includes coming up with a topic. With all the options out there, I chose to build something out of Legos. In order to create the instructions, I first had to figure out how to make what I chose, a hot rod yellow truck. And don't forget to write it all down. During the planning process, I used the Audience Analysis Creator. This includes a set of 7 steps to follow. One is age range. Mine for my project was 6 to 9 years old. The second was the level of expertise with the subject. Anyone should be able to pick up these set of instructions and complete the build. Third is the level of education and readability. A child in first grade should be able to understand the written instructions with help from the illustrations that I have included. Fourth is cultural perspective. I have kept it away from having a true cultural significance so that it was good for everyone. Fifth is the attitude about building projects. Most children would have good attitude towards playing with Legos. 6 is the expectations about the instructions. I feel that these are going to be easy to follow since I have included written instructions along with a picture that illustrates it. Finally, the context in which the document will be viewed. In my case, my 6-year-old son will be using a print of the document. The research part of the PSA process is exactly how it sounds. I searched the internet for ideas and read the chapter on technical instruction manuals. Because my technical instructions were for the age range of 6 to 9 years old, I did some additional research. I looked at my son's instructions that had come with his Lego kits. This was a great help to understand what exactly is expected of this type of manual. The draft portion of PSA is where you put it all together. For my technical instruction manual, I chose to use a landscape format. When I was designing the layout of it, I looked to the 5 principles of effective design, which are consistency, alignment, proximity, contrast, and hierarchy. The consistency portion and how I used it is with the pictures and the fonts, making sure they're the same size and the same kind. For the alignment portion, I used guidelines to make sure that they were all aligned properly on the page and in close proximity to the next picture. The hierarchy deals with what is most important. Because of this, I chose to put the parts needed on the first page, because without this information, the build cannot be completed. The review process of PSA is very important, probably one of the most important parts. This is because having someone else look at your work is crucial. Others are separated from it and can see things that the creator cannot. Another thing that a peer review can give are different ideas that can help improve the work. And finally, you can also look for a writing tutor, which ASU provides if you just look online. Final part of PSA, to distribute. There are many ways to distribute the work created. For this class, submitting the assignment via the Dropbox. But other written works might be distributed via email, printed, like I did with my technical instruction manual, or just made public online, like this video was done. During this course and my creation of a technical instructions manual, the lessons I learned as a writer are really sometimes less words is more, especially dealing with a young audience. There are many lessons that can be learned from taking this course, but the most important one that I have learned would have to be that effective communication comes in many forms. I have also learned that the Audience Analysis Creator is a great tool to use when creating any form of communication. This is because it gives the writer insight into what and how the audience will view the piece of communication.